Hey y'all, it's Dr. Jordan, and today we're going to talk about co-ed stunting and specifically injuries that can happen, or the most common injury that happens with co-ed stunting. So back when I was a collegiate cheerleader, I would do a lot of drills for co-ed stunting, and I started to develop a low back pain that was pretty broad and straight across the low back. And what it came out to be was I was doing it when I was tossing and not finishing through. I would come through and try and lower myself by extending through my lumbar spine instead of using my legs. So I've been dealing with a little bit of low back pain from that, and here are a few ways that you can get out of that. One of them is going to be the couch stretch. We're going to come over here to this box, and what you want to do is put your foot down on top of the box here, and we're going to get into this lunge position like this. You want to make sure your butt's not sticking out really far. We're going to tuck that pelvis underneath and keep our chest up nice and tall. From here, I'm going to shift my weight forward, keeping this upright position, but getting into a deeper stretch into this leg. Whatever leg is behind you is going to be the leg that you're stretching. This is going to be really good for that major hip flexor, the psoas, and it can also help decrease some of that low back tension. When you're doing this, try and maintain it for at least 2 minutes to get as much tension into that muscle as you possibly can. Another thing you can do is shift over to the floor, and we're going to do what I call some pelvic tilts. So I like to lay flat on the ground here, and you'll notice there's a little gap between my low back and the floor here. I'm going to try and eliminate that. So what I want to do is try and drive my lumbar spine into the floor. So I'm flattening out that lumbar spine. If you can see, there's not that gap anymore, but I'm not pushing down through my feet. I'm using my lumbar spine and my core to do the movement. So I'm taking some of that tension out of that spine and flattening it down into the floor. This will help with overall mobility of the spine, and it'll also help decompress that spine. So if you have any questions about either of these, don't hesitate to text or give us a call.